Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR 21 Big Engine. Something that you actually won't find in this video and NASCAR in general nowadays. We get the little tiny engines and they go full throttle around the track because they ain't got any horsepower. In this episode of our season, as Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr. and his number 23 DoorDash Yoder, we're going to Kansas Speedway for the Busch Light Bushy McBush Race 400. Some more 550 horsepower nonsense. I hate racing at this track in this game. It sucks in this game. And it's not even the game's fault. It's NASCAR's fault for not having actual stock car racing. You get more power with actual cars than you do with these cars. But last episode we raced at Talladega, and that was also very stupid. I don't know what the hell was going on in that race, but it didn't even feel worth winning, I tell you that much. And we're 3 points behind William Byron after that one, so we're still 5th in the regular standings, and then, of course, 3rd in these playoff projections of sorts. I think Denny Hamlin won that race. Yes, I let Denny Hamlin win that race. He couldn't have done it without me taking my pit stop that my crew chief would not stop begging me to take. But the setting of this race, partly cloudy skies, a constant temperature of 83 degrees, and we'll have the tire wear and fuel consumption on, even though the AI don't really get nearly as much as you. And, of course, the rules. I don't know what rules, aside from cautions. You can't get black flag for speeding a pit road. You can't get black flag for passing under the yellow line at a super speedway. There's so much about this game that just doesn't even work. You get no stage racing. This game's been out for over a month, and it still doesn't have stage racing. It's supposed to. It don't. AI difficulty. Champion. I probably should put it on veteran, but I just practiced champion, and I realized the AI have to go almost the entire race to actually pit. And if you bring out a caution, then you skip some laps, and then they practically never do. So, I'm going to have the medium steering assist on like always. I don't know like how good I'd be at driving the track if I just turned it all the way off, but I don't care at this point. The car drives better on medium assist practically everywhere, except for road courses. I could probably handle it just fine at road courses. So, let's get to Kansas. Got my brisk iced tea. I'm gonna need it for emotional support whenever this race goes terribly wrong. Oh my gosh, the margin of lap times around this track is 2.8 seconds to the guy on the pole. And it's not a long track or anything. It takes like 30 seconds to get around. It's an intermediate track. I don't know if they did the same thing for like Las Vegas or Atlanta, but Keselowski's on pole, William Byron on his outside, Michael McDowell is still having this amazing year. Okay, it wasn't like that in reality. He won one race, and they just took that data, stuck it in the game.
Ready to head trackside and see the drivers and teams make their final preparations before they go racing today at Kansas Speedway.
Same old classic Kansas trophy, like the one I used to see in the NASCAR Thunder games. And all the drivers are the same height, so Brad Keselowski is no different height than like Chase Elliott, probably. Our setup, I'm going to put it loose as possible because I want the car to turn, which is something that it can't do whenever you put it on medium steering assist. I really don't feel like changing that setup changes anything. Now, if I set it to tight, and it's already on tight, I think I might feel that. But let's get out of here. Look at our crew chief, who I've realized the name of the guy with the Billie Eilish remix. His name is Seth Everman? Or Everham? Everett? I don't know. But your name is Seth. From now on, that is Seth. He looks like a Seth. A very old and depressed Seth. And you knock on the thing, and then the net and the gloves. The gloves are already on, so I don't know what he did to the gloves. So we got a 67 lap race, which is 400, so no 500. That'll take 80-something laps. And you probably aren't going to get that much race footage. Oh my god. A massive checkup as soon as we start the race. That was a disgusting molestation to my anxiety. I didn't know how to say what I was trying to say, but that was horrifying. But we got through it. It's okay. I'm not okay, but it's okay. Jesus. So right now we got fresh tires, and we can drive through all these cars, every single one. We can pass them, and I want to get ahead as many of them as possible. So whenever my tires get worn, I can hold them up or some crap. And then at like the halfway point, lap 33 or 34, I'll take my pit stop. And speaking of that, I need to get on this menu and turn off repair damage, because you know we don't actually get that, and they'll fix damage if you don't even have it. So let's go down. I can't steer and change things at the same time. Off. Yeah, no repairing of damage. I'm up to 28. Something that I noticed about the proximity, the relative, whatever they call that crap, whenever I was practicing this race in the race now mode, it wasn't updating until like half a lap after I passed cars. So I could pass that guy, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. up there, and then it won't update until like half a lap later. You do it on the front stretch, and it'll update on the back stretch. Right now I have a bunch of cars behind me. You can go around this track full throttle. And I would like to do just that, but the track it's too tight. You gotta do it just perfect. No, I'm not focused right now. Oh my god, my spotter is actually fucking stupid. I have to constantly look behind me because I have no idea whether or not I'm clear. I don't know what moves they could be making, and I don't have mirrors. They make this game as stupidly difficult as possible to play. But we're about to pass Anthony Fredo for 26th. Fast pasta about to not be so fast fettuccine. Here I come! Here, you stupid! Get out of the way. Okay, well, there's all these guys stacking up behind me. I don't know if I'm in their way or what. But my tires are getting worn, so that doesn't make this any easier. You stupid Alfredo, you got in the way, and now I can't pass you, and all these guys are trying to pass me, and I'm stuck on your outside because I can't get to the inside. This is why I dumped Josh Bilicki earlier and brought out that caution, because they crowd me in, and I could be fast, but they just get in the way. You have to run all by yourself to actually be the speed that you need to go. There's dirty air, and then there's them taking up the line that you need to be as fast as you can be. Come all the way from the top, dive down to the bottom, and I don't get that run off until I slide up. But they have my draft, so they just get to stay with me. Oh, well, there goes Kurt Busch passing me because I am all out of grip. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And all these guys stacking up. It kind of surprises me with me running as fast as I can on these really worn tires that not all of them are stacked up behind us. They're kind of spreading out back there. So it means some of these guys, like, even though my tires are this worn, they aren't up to par in speed to even do that, like these guys. This is painful. Because it's like, why am I this off this pace? That they are not. It used to be they would fall off faster than me, but then not pit. And if they did pit, it'd be like forever into the race. But instead, they fall off way, way slower and then still barely pit in the race. In this case, I know that they'll pit as long as there's like no caution. I don't expect there to be a caution because I have a lot more patience knowing how this race can go. I'm just trying to go like 13 more laps in this as it continues to get worse. I will have like 34-second lap times by the time I pit. I'm probably going to be like 35th whenever I do. No left. Yeah, that's right. I am clear all around. Don't say that shit to me. I am catching Kaz Grala. And I haven't pit yet. So, us all having some kind of off-throttle time, and I'm probably having like a much tighter car because you know the player gets more tire, is shocking. It means I'm that good. I am so good that my car is way tighter than theirs and I'm still out driving this guy, Kaz Grala. It's supposed to be Allmendinger. They put him in the game and is still not driving his car. Oh my god, I am running out of grip. But in just a few laps, I'm going to pit, and that will all be solved. But I will be like a lap and a half down, or whatever, until they all pit at the very end of the race, and it's going to be so stupid. Man, look at our lap time. Last time was 33.6. How many cars we got stacked up behind me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars? That's not even like all the rest of the field. Where the heck did the other guys go? The ones at the back. Yeah, I'm getting passed right here. I keep missing turn 3. I got turn 1 and 2 down. Well, I'm kind of trying to use Alfredo's draft to clear Justin Haley, and he's not letting me do that. I don't think it should be his choice. It kind of should be up to physics and aerodynamics, but no. I'm drafting, and he is not, but he is pulling back ahead of me. Oh, now we got Corey LaJoie trying to pass me back. I said I was going to fall to like 35th, and that's just about to happen. I think the reason why they haven't been passing me is because their line is stupid. But, I mean, now it's so bad, the tire wear, that I have no choice but to fall backwards. I'm all over the darn place trying to manipulate my line, being around these guys. Yeah, I checked them up, and that's why it breaks up like that. Yeah, I am better in 1 and 2. In, well, the tires in this condition. But in 3 and 4, their redundant line that they drive is better than mine. I guess they have a weak point for how they enter turn 1. Okay, so one more lap of this, and I have to hit the brakes hard, and I can speed into pit road, but I probably don't want to do that because I start last every race, so my pit stall is like the very first one as soon as I get in. That's actually the first time that I hit the brakes going to turn 1. I've been getting off the throttle a ton, but I just hit the brakes right there thinking that might actually help slow down the car faster. Okay, can you guys not run me over as I attempt to enter pit road? Okay, here I come. I think I smashed the brakes in front of the Eric Jones, Christopher Bell, whoever it is that drives that damn car. Don't miss the pit stall. Yeah, Christopher Bell. I hit the brakes in front of him when I went to pit at Talladega last episode. Let me drink this brisk IPA as I fall a lap and a half down. I say that because we'll be a lap behind those guys, and then like a lap behind the leaders or whatever. We should be able to see them coming right here. I think those are the guys I was just racing with. And the leader should be coming back right here. Put me a lap down again. I don't know, maybe I'm doing better right now in this race than I was in the one I was just practicing for this with. Oh wait, no, there they are. They're dim leaders. Yeah, so it's the same thing. But I think I am having a better race than I was last time. Oh, man. Look at us go! Drive right back up to him. Okay, I need to get through all of this as soon as possible. Okay, the Benedetto's getting out of the way. Just drive straight through this. Don't let them hold us up. Got to keep having them full throttle laps like we need. My best lap was a 31.4. That was a 31.8. I am in traffic, but I had some laps by myself a while ago, so I don't know why I'm not going as fast anymore. It might be draft. It's like I can't draft off of them because they're so slow. I close the gap, and then they're just in the way. Because I don't think I ever got my first lap back from the leaders whenever I was practicing the race. And I just unlapped myself for the first time around Kyle Busch. So I think we have a great chance in this race as long as everybody pits. And if they do, it'll be like lap 62 or something. But still, it'll be enough time for them to all take their pit stops and me come back around before the white flag and the checkered flag are taken. Now these guys are even slower because they're at the back of the field and they're on worn tires. See, that's what I hate. Big globble of cars at the back of the field on worn tires. The leaders on worn tires. I think I just passed that entire group because they weren't too slow. And they all kind of hunked over to one place. But I mean, you look at the relative, we are in last place because no one else has pit just yet. We've got quite a lot of time in the race. So right now I'm just making up all that time before they pit. And they won't have time to do the same thing to me after they pit when the race is about to be over. Oh, God. I hate this. I mean, I like passing cars, but I hate this. Get the fuck out of the way, Austin Cindric. I mean, we're going 3 wide, and I can't get all the way to the bottom, so it's kind of my fault. I'm passing all these cars. They're still not for position. Even though there's the guys at the back. Can't fucking speak English. Oh. Don't shoot, you. Stop it. Had enough of your fettuccine. Or your spaghetti, or whatever that shit is. You stop it. I think these guys were the furthest I got up in the field before I took my pit stop. Stenhouse and Kurt Busch. It wasn't like 25th. This is Ryan Preece is in 25th in the 37 car. Maybe we were racing him and I don't remember it. Anyhow, we have arrived to this next pack of cars. Actually, a lot bigger than the past few. Got Ryan Preece and Daniel Suarez. Holy shit, these guys are slow. Also, I am tight. So I'm not that far off. Even though they've been driving for 50-something laps. And I've only been driving this for like 20. I'm not that far off of their tire wear. They don't actually feel the need to pit like I did until the very end of the race. It's unparalleled. But it's still doable in this race lane. Barely. As long as no caution happens. So as much as I like having, cautions and all the good stuff, and the stages, like in reality, we don't need that here ruining everything. So far we've unlapped our way to 18th, but we're last. Those guys in front of us, those 4 cars, I think all 4 of them are for position. Bilicki, McLeod, Joey Gase, and some yellow car of sorts. I don't know who that is. That might be McDowell. I don't think his car is that yellow. I don't know who the heck that is. We'll find out whenever I pass them, but yeah, they should all be pitting soon. They're like, these are guaranteed spots right here. We're not going to finish dead last because after taking my pit stop and having such fresh tires, I've actually caught the tail end of the entire field. After I pass Bilicki, we should know who this guy is. Is that McDowell? I thought he started really good. Oh, he's not for position. He's 17th. Well, he still isn't running as well as he started. I think it might have something to do with, like, the points. The fact in reality, it wasn't actually determined by qualifying sessions. But, past him, I think we're going to finish really, really good in this race. As long as everybody pits. I don't think everybody has to, though. Okay, there we go. There's one guy going to the pits. It's Keselowski. And we've got some really worn tires, but still unlapping myself from these guys. This is me actually unlapping myself. Not like earlier where I was getting one of my first laps back. And see all those guys up there, those are the cars that I got my first lap back from. So I am killing it out here. Okay, they're going to be trying to take pit stops, and I don't want to be in their way when they dive off the track. Bowman's still not pitting. He's cutting me off, though. There's that. Okay, so I'm 36th. That means one of the guys at the very back has... What are you doing, Bowman? So it's like he's at the top, that he's in the middle, and he doesn't even care where I am. Now we're 34th. It's happening. It's happening. I don't know if we're going to get all our positions back, and even if we do, they might be fast enough to pass me right back on their fresh tire. Not sure what kind of pit stops they're going to take, though. It's so close to the end of the race that they could... Oh, my God! They could choose to just take 2 tires and a little bit of fuel. That would be smart, given what they're doing, but I don't know if they actually do that in this game. But yeah, I was right in guessing, thinking that we'd be able to get a really good finish in this race. We're 22nd. That's not really good, but obviously a bunch of pit stops are still happening. I always have to go all the way back around track to get all the positions because we're a lap behind all these leaders, and there's all these guys. Am I going to win this race? Please don't have me win this race. I don't think I was that good. I didn't think it was a winning strategy. But then again, there's the fact that I unlapped myself the first time and was looking at them right in front of me after that. I'm 6th right now. This is a winning strategy. You put it on extreme difficulty, and then you can't even keep up with anybody. So, I think we're about to take the lead right here. Kyle Busch is behind me. Oh, and he's on fresh tires. Never mind. We're not winning this race. I am not going to be able to hold off a steaming Kyle Busch. I mean, I let out the gas the necessary amount after driving this car for 30 freaking laps. There was no holding him back. We're 2nd. Well, Eric Almirola is 25th, so he's not for position. Next car is William Byron. And, well, now it's Matt DiBenedetto. And he is 1.5 seconds behind. I think he can make up that kind of gap in the closing laps. But we'll still get a great finish in this race, like I said. It was like, oh, this can't be the winning strategy. And they have just enough laps to actually get back around to me and make up those positions. But I figured this much, that not all of them could with it being so close to the end of the race. And I did say that at one point. That is horrifying. The race started horrifying. It's going to end horrifying. We're going to have this whole pack of cars drive through me and kill me. Oh, my God. Where do I go? Do I go up top? Yeah, white flag. Next lap. I'm just in their way. Okay, I'm getting off the gas. I am going towards the wall, and they are all driving around me. So that's okay. You know, if they were dumber AI, and this was like a Eutechnics game, or one of the last EA Sports Next Gen games, if it was one of those, then yeah, they would just plow through me, wrecking me, and then it would all be over. Everything that I strategized so well. Oh my God, Austin Dillon. You're not even for position. So we're 6th. Denny Hamlin's coming. Still, ow. Still a great finish. Like I said, this worked out just perfectly. Oh my God, BJ McLeod is faster than me. They're all trying to get around him. Hold him up. Hold him up. I want to get 6th. I just let Denny Hamlin win a race. I want him to finish ahead of me again. He's going to finish ahead of me again, isn't he? I'm trying to stay on the bottom. Okay, we got it. Actually, that's just bad for the team. I just let Chris Buescher take a position for both of us. I'm stupid. I should have blocked the other lane. That was a great race. There was a lack of balance in the tire wear and everything, but it allowed me to strategize and find a way to finish good. That was a great race. Not the worst time I've had playing the game, okay? I have to be honest here. I think we're still going to be 5th after that race because William Byron just got a 2nd place finish. Yeah, we got 297. He's got 305. That was Kyle Busch's first win of the season, of course. And we were at 5 winners for so freaking long. Between me winning races, Kyle Larson winning races, and Denny Hamlin winning races, and Joey Logano and Alex Bowman had some. So Kyle Busch having enough points is ahead of Alex Bowman getting into the playoff standings. Stupid Alex Bowman holding me up at the end of the race. I could have finished better if he didn't do that. I don't know why it matters. I'll see you guys in a couple days for the Goodyear 500 at Darlington Raceway. I think they made this the throwback race in reality because it was the first Darlington race whenever they went back to having 2 or whatever. I don't know why they took it away from the Southern 500. So wasn't this like the Mother's Day race, or was that the second one? I don't freaking remember. It's in May, so I guess it was the Mother's Day race. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.